Hello everyone, my name is Tarun Gupta, working as an aptitude trainer in TPP department CGC Landra. Today we will be covering simple interest and compound interest. One of the important topic. If I talk about the placements, questions from this topic is generally being asked in the AMCAT, MATL, Hire Pro. These are the various platforms of online test, right? And if I talk about the competitive exams, the questions are being asked in the banking sector, UPSC, SSC. There are various state government exams also. So we will go ahead with the topic. Simple interest and compound interest. So our first point will be, what is the basic difference between simple interest and compound interest? If I talk about, let us suppose 1000 rupees, when placed at a rate of 10% for a time period of 2 years, right? Simple interest is interest calculated on the principal and that remains same for n number of years, right? And if I talk about the compound interest is the interest credited on the amount that keeps on changing with every year. That means in layman terms, basically interest ke upar interest, that is compound interest, right? We'll take a simple example to clarify this one. So 1000 rupees when placed on simple interest at 10% per annum and for time 2 years, right? So for the first year, the interest credited will be, I am talking about the simple interest, right? So 10% of 1000 will be 100. And if I talk about the second year, it will remain the same. As I have already told you that simple interest is the interest credited on the principal and that remains same for n number of years, right? And if I talk about the compound interest is interest ke upar interest, right? And if I talk about the first year, it will be the same as the simple interest. For the first year, simple interest and compound interest will be same, right? If I talk about the second year, now the point arises is what will be the principal, right? Principal will be, the actual principal that was given was 1000, but after 1 year the interest credited is rupees 100. So for the second year my principal will become 1100, right? For the second year my principal will become 1100 and 10% of 1100 will be 110. 10% of 1100 will be 110, right? So यहाँ से अगर हम notice करें, simple interest comes out to be 200, simple interest comes out to be 200 and this comes out to be 210, right? And this comes out to be 210, right? So now coming to the simple basic formula of simple interest. We all know that simple interest is P into R into T upon 100, right? And if I have to calculate the amount from this one, amount will be principal plus simple interest. Principal plus simple interest, right? And a simple question and an important question that usually comes in the competitive exams as well as the placement drive, that is, if a sum of money becomes double, or you can say twice, in 5 years. If a sum of money becomes double in 5 years, it will become 8 times after what time? A sum of money becomes double after 5 years, it will become 8 times after what time? So if I talk about the simple concept, right? So what we will do is, we will assume principal as x. We know that it becomes double, right? So the amount becomes 2x because double, and if amount is 2x, principal is x, simple interest will be x because simple interest is amount minus principal, right? So simple interest comes out to be x, right? So simple interest, we all know that is equal to P into R into T upon 100. And we know simple interest is x, principal is x, rate we are not provided with, right? And we are given time that is 5 years and upon 100. From here R comes out to be 20%, right? If R comes out to be 20%, I can use the same approach, same formula, and I have to calculate the sum of money becomes double after 5 years. It will become 8 times after what time? We have to calculate 8 times after what time? So simple, P is X, amount will become 8X. So simple interest will become 7X from here, right? And the simple interest is P into R, which comes out to be 20%, into time upon 100. And from here I can easily calculate that time comes out to be 35 years. Now coming to the shortcut of this one, in simple layman terms, if I talk about principal given was 100 and it becomes double after 5 years, right? I have already told you that simple interest is interest credited on principal, that remains the same, right? So for 5 years the principal becomes double, so that means the interest is 100 rupees in 5 years. In next 5 years it will be again 100, right? Similarly 100 in next 5, 500 and 600, 7 and 8 in the same approach. 25, 30 and 35. Answer remains the same. That means it becomes 8 times after 35 years, right? So if I talk about the same question and if I talk about when placed at compound interest, then what will be the answer, right? So students generally make mistake in this one. So if I talk about the compound interest, principal we are all provided with the 100, right? And if I talk about the compound interest, it amounts to double. It becomes double after 5 years, right? It becomes double after 5 years, right? So that means the interest credited on the amount that keeps on changing with every year. So for the starting, for the initial period of the second year, that means my principal value will be 200. So now the interest will be credited on 200, right? So in the next 5 years, this 200 will become double. And the next 5 years, this 400 will become double. So 800, that means 8 times in 15 years. So this is the basic difference between the simple interest and the compound interest, right? So now we'll solve one question based on the simple interest. One of the important question again. A sum of money becomes 815 in 3 years and 854 in 4 years when placed at simple interest. So what is the rate? What is the principal? I have to calculate both the values, right? Rather than using the equation, we'll solve it by the simple concept, that is simple interest. That is, for the 3 years it is amounting to 815. For the 3 years it is amounting to 815, and for 4 years it is amounting to 854. So what basically the difference is between 3 and 4 years? Basically 1 year difference. So 1 year difference means interest of 1 year. So what is the difference between 815 and 854? It comes out to be 39. So simple, 39 is my simple interest for 1 year. If simple interest for 1 year is 39 and it is amounting to 815 in 3 years, so for 3 years the interest will become 39 into 3. So this will be the total interest credited for the 3 years. That means in 815 there will be existing 3 years interest, right? So that is equal to 39 into 3, and that comes out to be 117. So if I subtract this 117 from 815, it comes out to be 698. That is my principal. So this is my principal. So this was my question. If they have asked about the rate, so how can we calculate the rate? On 698, we are earning an interest of 39 rupees. So what percent? Simple. 39 divided by 698 into 100. That will be my rate percent, right? Okay, so coming to the next one. Now I'll give you a shortcut based on the same concept. A sum of money becomes double after 5 years. It will become 8 times after what time? We have discussed the same question in the layman term, in the by long approach also. So I'll give you a shortcut. RT is equal to n minus 1 into 100. So this is the shortcut to find out the rate, time, and n. What is n here? N is number of times the money becomes. N is number of times the money becomes. If it becomes twice, n will be 2. If it becomes 8 times, n will be 8, right? So coming to the question, sum of money becomes double after 5 years. That means n is 2 because it is becoming double, and time here given is 5 years. So we have to calculate rate. Rate is only unknown value, right? So rate into time which is given 5 years. N is 2 minus 1 into 100. Rate comes out to be 20%. Rate comes out to be 20%, which we have already calculated previously, right? Which we have already calculated previously, 20%. So this is one and the same thing, right? So now rate comes out to be 20%. So it is becoming 8 times. Now we have to calculate 8 times after what time? So now we are having rate, right? So we'll use the same equation again. RT is equal to n minus 1 into 100. Now it is becoming 8 times. 8 times means n की value will be 8. So 8 minus 1 into 100, and rate given is 20. We have to calculate the time. So from here, time comes out to be 700 divided by 20, and which is equal to 35. Again, we have solved 35, right? I hope this one is clear. Now we'll move to compound interest. One of the important, students generally make mistake, and student generally tells that nahin, this is the difficult part, ये यहाँ पे गलती हो जाती है. So firstly we'll discuss the basic formulas of compound interest. First, so compound interest amount is equal to P 1 plus R upon 100 into T raised to power T, right? Where A is the amount, P is the principal, R is the rate, and T is the time. And this formula is for compounded annually. If rate is given, compounded annually, right? If the rate is given compounded half yearly, so what we'll do, we'll divide rate by 2 and we'll multiply time with 2. This is in case of half year, right? And what if compounded quarterly? What if the compounded quarterly? We'll simply divide rate by 4 and multiply T with 4. So this is compounded quarterly. And if I talk about the monthly, again same, it will be R by 12 and 12T, right? Now the two formulas occurs if the rate keeps on changing and if the rate is given in fraction, then, right? So the formula will be, if the rate is given in fraction, let us suppose the fraction rate is given, 2 by 3, 2 years and 2 by 3, right? 2 by 3, that means the total of 8 by 3 years, right? So amount will become P 1 plus R upon 100. जो होल टर्म है उसको हम वैसे यूज करेंगे रेस टू पावर 2, दैट इज 2, राइट, विद द फ्रैक्शन, जो फ्रैक्शन वाला वैल्यू है उसको रेट के साथ हम मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे अपॉन 100 एंड दैट्स इट. So this will be the formula if the time is given in fraction, right? And if the rate keeps on changing with every year, let us suppose R1 is the rate for the first year, R2 is the rate for the second year, and R3 is the rate for the third year, right? Then the formula becomes P 1 plus R1 upon 100, 1 plus R2 upon 100 and 1 plus R3 upon 100. So these are the basic formulas, right? But we will not be using any formula, right? We will be covering all the questions with the shortcuts, right? So now if I talk about the compound interest, so I will be telling you the tree approach, compound interest, right? So here P 2 times A, then B. Now again simple, P is the principal, right? This is the approach. अब इस अप्रोच से आप क्या कर सकते हैं, आप सिंपल इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो, कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो, अमाउंट कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस इन द सिंपल इंटरेस्ट एंड कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट आप वो भी कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो. With the single approach, you need not to use the different formulas to solve the different values, right? So P is the principal. This A, what is this A, right? This A is the interest. This is the interest for the first year. This will be the interest for the first year, right? And same interest A, मैंने A से ही क्यों represent किया? Because सिंपल इंटरेस्ट रिमेन सेम फॉर n नंबर ऑफ ईयर्स. तो A मेरा फर्स्ट ईयर का इंटरेस्ट है, A मेरा सेकेंड ईयर का इंटरेस्ट है. दीज आर द सिंपल इंटरेस्ट, राइट? एंड इफ आई टॉक अबाउट B, व्हाट इज B? B इज द इंटरेस्ट ड्यू टू A. B इज द इंटरेस्ट ड्यू टू A. अगेन सिंपल, लेट अस सपोज 100 रुपीज थे, प्रिंसिपल 100 रुपीज थे, रेट 10% था, तो 10% पे रखूं मैं फर्स्ट A की वैल्यू, 10% ऑफ 100 कम्स आउट टू बी 10. सो दिस इज सेम फॉर द सेकेंड ईयर. सो 20 रुपीज इंटरेस्ट इज बीइंग जनरेटेड इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द सिंपल इंटरेस्ट, राइट? So 10 for the first year, 10 for the second year. Now if we talk about the compound interest, अब ये 10 रुपीज को अगर मैं सेकेंड ईयर में यूज करूंगा, मेरे को इस 10 रुपीज पे भी इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा. सो इस 10 रुपीज का इंटरेस्ट विल बी 10%. 10% ऑफ 10 विल बी अगेन 1, right? So this is my whole concept. This comes out to be principal, which is 100. This is the simple interest for the whole 2 years, which comes out to be 20. This comes out to be the compound interest, that is for the second year, right? जो difference create कर रहा है 10. But अगर मैं total compound interest की बात करूं, 10 plus 10 plus 1, it comes out to be 21. And this one is the difference of compound interest and simple interest. So in simple terms, this P 2 times A, B. So if I talk about A plus A, this will give you simple interest, right? This A plus B will give you compound interest, right? If A plus B is compound interest, A plus A is simple interest, so this B will be the difference between compound interest and simple interest, right? And if I talk about this whole lot, principal when included with compound interest, it becomes amount. It becomes amount, right? So now we'll solve the simple question. Principal is given 20,000. You must be thinking कि A की वैल्यू कैसे निकलेगी, B की कैसे निकलेगी. अगर प्रिंसिपल नहीं गिवन, डिफरेंस गिवन है, then what, right? We'll cover all these things. Principal is 20,000. Let us suppose, yeah, I'm taking the simple values, right? Rate is given, let us suppose 10%. Time is given 2 years per annum, right? So principal is 20,000. I have simply raised 20,000, right? अब एक चीज याद रखना, while moving in the downward direction, that means जब आपको A कैलकुलेट करना है from P, you have to simply multiply it with rate. Whensoever moving in the downward direction, you have to simply multiply it with rate. So P को rate से multiply करोगे, you will get the value of A. A को rate से multiply करोगे, you will get the value of B, right? So simple rate. अब rate 10% है तो 10 से multiply मत कर देना, ये परसेंट है तो 10 का परसेंट रिमूव करोगे, 10 डिवाइड बाय 100, so this will become 1/10, right? So 20,000 को 1/10 से multiply करेंगे, it comes out to be 2,000 and it comes out to be 2,000. Because A and A, अगर एक A की वैल्यू 2000 है तो दूसरे A की भी वैल्यू 2000 होगी, right? So 2000. While moving from A to B again, I will multiply by rate. So from 2000, how I will be calculating B? So 2000 into 1 by 10, it comes out to be again 200. My question is solved. Question में कुछ भी पूछा हो, what is the amount, what is the compound interest, what is the difference between the compound interest and simple interest, right? You can easily calculate all these values. Simple interest is 4000, compound interest is 4200. From this chart, A plus A was simple interest, 2 plus 2, 4000. A plus B was compound interest, 2000 plus 2000 plus 200, 4200. What is the difference between compound interest and simple interest? 200, right? What is the amount? This 2000 plus 20,000 plus 2000 plus 2000 plus 200. This is my whole amount, right? So this we can apply the same on the 3-year also, but initially I will tell you one thing. What if principal is not given? What if the principal is not given and you are provided with the difference between CI and SI? Let us suppose CI and SI difference is, let us suppose rupees 5, right? Rate is given 20%. Rate is given 20% and time is given 2 years, and they have asked to calculate principal, compound interest, simple interest, amount. They all need these values, right? Again, simple approach, P 2 times A and B. अगर इसको नॉर्मल अप्रोच से कैलकुलेट करेंगे, व्हाट विल यू डू? कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट का फॉर्मूला यूज करोगे, कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट का फॉर्मूला यूज करोगे P 1 प्लस R अपॉन 100 रेज टू पावर T. सिमिलरली SI का फॉर्मूला यूज करोगे P इंटू R इंटू T अपॉन 100. दोनों का डिफरेंस क्रिएट करोगे, एक इक्वेशन बनाओगे, उसको 5 के इक्वल रखोगे, राइट? रेट गिवन है, टाइम गिवन है, ओनली वन पैरामीटर इज अननोन, दैट इज P. तो वहां से P की वैल्यू सॉल्व करोगे, बट इक्वेशन बहुत लेंथी हो जाएगी, राइट? इट विल टेक अराउंड 1 मिनट. सो यहाँ से आप यू कैन इजिली गिव द आंसर इन जस्ट 10 सेकेंड्स, राइट? तो यहाँ से हमने ये बताया था कि while moving in the downward direction you have to multiply with rate, right? अब यहाँ पे एक चीज देखो, while moving in the upward direction, while moving in the upward direction from B to A and A to P, you have to multiply it with 1 by rate. While moving downward, multiply by rate. While moving upward, multiply by 1 by rate. So simple. B, compound interest minus simple interest is given rupees 5. So that means B's value is 5, right? So B's value is 5. If B's value is 5, we have to calculate the value of A. How you will be calculating the value of A? Rate is given 20%. 20% means to say 1 by 5. 20% means to say 1 by 5. So if we multiply 5 by 1 by rate, so that means 1 by 5 को reverse order में चला जाएगा. So that means A comes out to be 25. And P comes out to be 125. So that's it. This is my whole lot of question. Principal is 125. Compound interest is 55. Simple interest is 50. Amount is this 25 plus 25, 50 plus 5, 55 plus 125. It comes out to be. So in this way you can solve any question, right? बैक ट्रेसिंग भी हो सकती है, प्रिंसिपल नहीं गिवन फिर भी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो सकता है, राइट? सो नाउ अगेन यू विल बी थिंकिंग व्हाट इफ द 3 years आर गिवन. सो इन 3 years अगेन सेम अप्रोच. दिस इज द सिंपल इंटरेस्ट फॉर द 3 years. अब इस चार्ट को ध्यान से समझेंगे, यहाँ पे गलती हो जाती है, राइट? अब दिस ए विल बी यूज्ड फॉर द सेकेंड ईयर. तो इसका इंटरेस्ट सेकेंड ईयर में इवेल्युएट होगा और थर्ड में भी इवेल्युएट होगा, बिकॉज ये वैल्यू सेकंड ईयर में भी यूज हो रही है, थर्ड में भी यूज हो रही है. सो दिस बी ड्यू टू ए, दिस बी ड्यू टू दिस ए. नाउ दिस ए, जो ये मेरे को इंटरेस्ट ए मेरे को ये मिला है सेकंड ईयर में, अब इसका इंटरेस्ट मेरे को थर्ड में मिलेगा. अगेन ए का इंटरेस्ट बी, राइट? अब अगर इस ए की इंटरेस्ट करूं, इसका फोर्थ ईयर में मिलना है, फोर्थ ईयर में कंसिडर नहीं कर रहा, आई एम जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट द 3 years, राइट? सो नाउ कमिंग टू दिस बी, अब इस बी का भी एक इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा. इस बी का इंटरेस्ट कब कैलकुलेट होगा? इन थर्ड ईयर. सो दिस विल बी माय चार्ट फॉर 3 years, राइट? इसकी रिप्रेजेंटेशन क्या होगी? this will give you simple interest, right? This whole will give you compound interest, right? अगर मैं टोटल कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट में से सिंपल इंटरेस्ट को सब्ट्रैक्ट करूं तो आई विल बी लेफ्ट विद दिस पार्ट ओनली, एंड विच इज इक्वल टू compound interest minus simple interest. Again simple, right? Let us suppose principal value is given again 20,000. You are provided with the rate that is 10% and time is 3 years. You have to calculate all the values, compound interest, simple interest, amount, all those values, right? So initially 20,000, right? Rate is 10%, means to say 1 by 10. So for first year it will become 2000, for second year again 2000, and for third year again 2000, right? So this is simple interest for 3 years. Now coming to the compound interest and following this hierarchy, B कैसे कैलकुलेट होगा? A से, A का रेट परसेंट, A का 1 by 10, तो 2000 का 1 by 10 200, 200, 200, and some might be thinking कि यहाँ से हम डाउनवर्ड मूव किया है तो हमने दोबारा मल्टीप्लाई क्यों नहीं किया? वो दोबारा इसलिए मल्टीप्लाई नहीं किया बिकॉज बी सारी नोटेशंस बी हैं. इफ अगर एक बी की वैल्यू 200 है तो बाय डिफॉल्ट तीनों बी की वैल्यू 200 होगी, राइट? नाउ बी से सी 200 का 1 by 10, so this is my question, right? So principal was 20,000, first year's simple interest was 1 by 10 of this is 2000, 2000, 2000, right? 2000 का 1 by 10 will be 200, 200, 200, 3 times 200 का 1 by 10 will be 20. This is my simple interest, right? This whole is my compound interest, and this is my difference of compound interest and simple interest, right? अब यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम पता कहाँ अराइज होती है? 3 years में. 3 years में you will face प्रॉब्लम अगर प्रिंसिपल गिवन ना हो, राइट? अगर प्रिंसिपल गिवन ना हो, प्रिंसिपल आपके पास अगर अननोन हो, प्रिंसिपल अननोन है, रेट इज गिवन लेट अस सपोज 10%, टाइम इज गिवन लेट अस सपोज 3 years, राइट? अब यहां पे आपको एक चीज गिवन होगी, जो चीज गिवन होगी दैट विल बी कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट माइनस सिंपल इंटरेस्ट, राइट? कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट माइनस सिंपल इंटरेस्ट, एंड लेट अस सपोज मैं उसको अज्यूम करता हूं इट इज गिवन टू बी 310. वो 310 गिवन है, मैंने ये अज्यूम किया कि वो 310 गिवन है, राइट? सो अगर 310 गिवन है, 310 किस चीज की वैल्यू है? b प्लस बी प्लस बी प्लस सी. तो यहां से यू विल बी थिंकिंग कि अगर 3 टाइम b प्लस सी की वैल्यू है 310, राइट? अगर 3 टाइम b प्लस सी की वैल्यू है 310, so how you will be calculating b and how you will be calculating c? अब आपको एक चीज पता है, while moving in the downward direction, b से c कैसे निकालते हैं? हम b को मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं c से, b को मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं c से, तो दैट मीन्स यहाँ से रिलेशन क्या बनता है? b को मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं हम रेट से, रेट इज गिवन 10% मीन्स 1 by 10. सो b को अगर मैं 1 by 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा आई विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ c. यही होता है ना? तो 3 टाइम b गिवन है, राइट? तो यहां से मेरे को पता है b कम्स आउट टू बी 10c, राइट? b कम्स आउट टू बी 10c. तो अगर मैं यहाँ पे इस इक्वेशन में पुट करूँ b कम्स आउट टू बी 10c, तो यहाँ से इसका मतलब है 31c विल बिकम 310 एंड 1c विल बिकम 10. माय क्वेश्चन विल बी सॉल्व्ड नाउ. c की वैल्यू आपको गिवन है 10, सो c की वैल्यू आपने नीचे से पुट की 10. इफ c इज 10 व्हाट विल बी b? while moving in the upward direction multiply by 1 by rate, and rate is given 10% means 1 by 10, so 10 into this will become 100, this will become 100, right? And this will become 1000 and this will become 10,000, right? So ये मेरे आ चुके हैं पार्ट्स, right? ये मेरे आ चुके हैं पार्ट्स. यहाँ से आपको पता है 1c. अब आपको ये एक चीज़ पता है ci माइनस एस आई इज इक्वल टू 310. सो यहाँ से आपने ये चीज़ नोटिस की कि 1c की वैल्यू कितनी आ रही है? 10, बिकॉज यहाँ से कम्स आउट टू बी 31c की वैल्यू 310 है, तो 1c की वैल्यू 10 है, c की वैल्यू 10 है, तो वहाँ से अपवर्ड मूव किया. दैट्स इट, क्वेश्चन इज बीइंग सॉल्व्ड, राइट? सो बैक ट्रेसिंग यहाँ से होती है, ये चीज़ आप अप्रोच फॉलो कर सकते हो। अगर आपको ये चीज़ फॉलो नहीं करनी, यू कैन डायरेक्टली यूज द रेशो अप्रोच ऑल्सो। रेशो अप्रोच से कैसे सॉल्व करोगे, हैव अ लुक, राइट। रेशो अप्रोच से कैसे सॉल्व करोगे, अगर मैं सी की वैल्यू अज्यूम करूं यहां से, ये मेरा कंसेप्ट है, यहां पे मेरे पास गिवन था so these were the values, right। आपको ये पता है कि इन टोटल की वैल्यू 310 है, हम रेशो अप्रोच से भी यूज करते हैं। मैंने सी को अज्यूम किया, सी इज हैविंग वन पार्ट, if c is having one part, how many parts will be b having while moving in the upward direction multiply by rate। so यहाँ पे b के पास 10 parts होंगे, b के पास 10, b के पास 10, a के पास 100, 100, 100 एंड p के पास 1000, राइट। अब यहाँ पे देखो ये पार्ट्स में कन्वर्ट हो चुका है। टोटल 3b प्लस c के पास टोटल कितने पार्ट्स हैं, 31 पार्ट्स। सो 31 पार्ट्स की एक्चुअल वैल्यू इज 310। If 31 parts is 310, one part is 10, again same approach। so मैं सारे parts को 10 से multiply कर दूंगा, 1 की वैल्यू 10, 10 की वैल्यू 100, 100 की वैल्यू 1000, 1000 की वैल्यू 10,000। so this will be my answer। what is the principal, 10,000। what is the simple interest, 3,000। what is the difference of the compound and simple interest, 310। what is the compound interest, this 3,310, right। okay, so now we'll discuss the difference of the compound interest when compounded annually, half yearly, annually and half yearly, half yearly and quarterly, annually and quarterly। so these are the various you can say combinations जिसमें आपको कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट करना है, उनका डिफरेंस कैलकुलेट करना है। अभी तक हमने डिफरेंस कैलकुलेट किया था ऑफ सी आई एंड एस आई। सो सी आई एंड एस आई का तो सिंपल चार्ट से सोल्व हो गया, ऑफ 2 years 3 years। अब किसी के दिमाग में ये होगा 4 years का भी चार्ट बन सकता है, यस, बाय सेम अप्रोच, राइट। हर एक इंटरेस्ट का इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट करना, ए का इंटरेस्ट विल बी बी, बी का इंटरेस्ट विल बी सी एंड सी का इंटरेस्ट विल बी डी इन द सेम मैनर, राइट। सो coming to the question, let us suppose principal is given 2000। this is the important question। if the principal is given 2000, rate is given, let us suppose 20%, and time is given, we'll take it as 2 years। okay, principal is 2000, rate is 20%, time is 2 years। so I have to calculate the compound interest, what is the difference in the compound interest when calculated half yearly, compound interest when calculated, take it as 1, compound interest when calculated half yearly, and compound interest when calculated quarterly। इन दोनों का डिफरेंस कैलकुलेट करना है। सो इन एक्चुअल व्हाट यू यूज, फॉर्मूला यूज करते हो आप, अमाउंट P1 प्लस R अपॉन 100 रेज टू पावर T। ये तो होता है कंपाउंडेड एनुअली के लिए, राइट। यहाँ पे हाफ ईयरली और क्वार्टरली यूज कर रहे हैं, तो हाफ ईयरली की केस में डिवाइड बाय 2 और इंटू 2 हो जाएगा, और क्वार्टरली के केस में R/4 एंड 40 हो जाएगा, राइट। तो यहाँ से ये अमाउंट है। तो अगर मैं कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट की बात करूँ तो कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट विल बी माइनस प्रिंसिपल। सो दो इक्वेशंस बनाओगे, दोनों वैल्यूज को यूज करोगे, माइनस करोगे, बहुत लेंथी स्टेटमेंट बन जाएगी। तो यहां पे यू कैन यूज द फॉर्मूला दैट इज नेट चेंज। नेट चेंज दैट इज इफेक्टिव रेट। जो इंटरेस्ट में चेंज आता है, वो इंटरेस्ट में चेंज क्यों आता है, दैट इज बेसिकली ड्यू टू द रेट परसेंट, राइट। सो नेट चेंज यू कैन कैलकुलेट बाय x प्लस वाई plus xy by 100। this is the net effective rate, right। अब net effective rate, how you can calculate the net effective rate? net effective rate हम कैसे calculate कर सकते हैं? so first thing you have to notice is, अब यहाँ पे अगर मैं ये चीज़ देखूँ कि हाफ ईयरली है, हाफ ईयरली में what we do, टाइम को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं, रेट को हाफ करते हैं, राइट। टाइम को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं और रेट को हाफ करते हैं। सो अगर मैं बात करूँ हाफ ईयरली की, कंपाउंडेड हाफ ईयरली एंड कंपाउंडेड क्वार्टरली। सो हाफ ईयरली के केस में क्या हो जाएगा, सो टाइम विल बिकम 2 years, राइट, टाइम विल बिकम 2 years, एंड क्वार्टरली के केस में क्या हो जाएगा, टाइम विल बिकम 4 years, राइट। हाफ ईयरली के केस में टाइम विल बिकम 2 years, एंड क्वार्टरली के केस में टाइम विल बिकम 4 years, एंड व्हाट इफ rate will become half, so that means rate will become 10% if I talk about the compounded half yearly, and rate will become 5% if I talk about compounded quarterly, right. Now we will not be using this lengthy statements, we will be directly calculating the question with net effective rate, right. What will be the effective rate, 10% का effective rate क्या होगा for 2 years, that means 10% will act for 2 years, so we can use formula, this x and y will be the rates for different years, so first के लिए भी 10 है, second के लिए भी 10 है, so 10 plus 10 into 10 upon 100, it comes out to be 21%. तो यहाँ से एक चीज़ क्या कंक्लूड हुई है, अगर मैं प्रिंसिपल 20,000 पे रेट 20% था, जब मैंने हाफ ईयरली से कैलकुलेशन करूं, सो आफ्टर द गिवन सेट ऑफ ड्यूरेशन ऑफ टाइम एंड रेट मेरे को जो इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा दैट विल बी 21%, राइट। सो 21% रेट कैलकुलेट होगा। अगर मैं क्वार्टरली की बात करूं, राइट, दिस वाज कंपाउंडेड हाफ ईयरली, एंड अगर मैं क्वार्टरली की बात करूं, क्वार्टरली में 5% फॉर 4 years, सो 4 सेट्स बनेंगे, 5 5 5 एंड 5, राइट, 5 5 5 and 5, right, so 5 4 times. So initially we will solve here, that means by using this net change, x plus y plus xy by 100, so 5 plus 5 plus 5 by 100, 5 into 5 by 100, so this comes out to be 10.25, 10 plus 25 upon 100 will be 0.25, same approach इन दोनों पे भी यूज करेंगे, यहां से भी आएगा 10.25। नाउ अब इन दोनों पे इफेक्टिवली यूज करेंगे, यहां पे भी स्टूडेंट्स जनरली मेड अ मिस्टेक कि सिंपल 10.25 और 10.25 दोनों को ऐड कर देते हैं, बट नहीं, वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट द इफेक्टिव रेट, सो 10.25 प्लस 10.25, सो अगेन 10.25 प्लस 10.25 प्लस 10.25 इंटू 10.25 upon 100. So again simple calculation, 10.25 plus 10.25, it comes out to be 20.50, and now if I talk about 10.25 into 10.25 divide by 100, आप जल्दी से मल्टीप्लाई करने लग जाओगे, 10.25 into 10.25, no need to do multiplication. 10.25 को अगर मैं 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करूँ, this comes out to be this. Now 10.25 को अगर मैं 0.25 से मल्टीप्लाई करूँ, what will be the answer? 10.25 का 1/4, 0.25, right, 10.25 का 1/4 will be 2.56, right, so this comes out to be 105.06, but divide by 100 भी है, तो यहाँ से मेरे पास बनेगा 1.05, so this total becomes 21.55%. So again simple, that means अगर ये पूरी calculations करें, principal was 2000, rate was 20%, time was 1 year, we have to calculate the interest, what is the difference in the compound interest when the interest is calculated on half yearly and quarterly basis, right. So half yearly में हमने net change calculate किया, and net change comes out to be 21%, because this 20% will convert into 10 and 1 year will convert into 2 years. So 10% for 2 years means 10 plus 10 plus 10 into 10 upon 100, it comes out to be 21%. Same case when I talk about the quarterly case, right, 20% will convert into 5% and 1 year will convert into 4 years, right. So 5% for 4 years will become this way. So इन दोनों पे अगर मैं net effective rate लगाऊंगा, it comes out to be 10.25. इन दोनों पे नेट इफेक्टिव रेट लगाऊंगा 10.25, इन दोनों पे नेट इफेक्टिव रेट लगाएंगे 10.25 प्लस 10.25 प्लस 10.25 इंटू 10.25 डिवाइड बाय 100, सो फ्रॉम हेयर इट कम्स आउट टू बी 21.55. सो सिंपल, अभी यहाँ पे क्या सोचना है कि दोनों का आपको रेट इंटरेस्ट मिल चुका है, रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट आपको मिल चुका है, जो हाफ ईयरली का था दैट इज 21%। जो क्वार्टरली का है, कंपाउंडेड क्वार्टरली का, दैट इज 21.55%। तो यहाँ से आपको एक चीज़ क्लियर हो रही है कि आपको क्वार्टरली में इंटरेस्ट ज़्यादा मिल रहा है। सो बाय डिफॉल्ट क्वार्टरली में ज़्यादा होता है एज कम्पेयर टू हाफ ईयरली, हाफ ईयरली में ज़्यादा होता है एज कम्पेयर टू एनुअली, राइट। सो क्वार्टरली में ज़्यादा हो रहा है। कितना ज़्यादा है, कितना डिफरेंस है, 0.55% का। सो आपको 0.55% की बेसिकली वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करनी है, दैट्स इट। 0.55% की वैल्यू कितनी होगी, कोई भी वैल्यू अपने आप में कितने परसेंट होती है, 100%। सो दैट मीन्स माई प्रिंसिपल वैल्यू इज 100%। इफ प्रिंसिपल इज 100%, what is the value of 0.55%? If the principal is 100%, what is the value of 0.55%? Simple, right? So 0.55% की वैल्यू आपको कैलकुलेट करनी है। If 100% value is given, that is 2000. So unitary method, simple. If 100% is 2000, what is 1%? You can easily calculate, and if you can calculate 1%, you can easily calculate 0.55%. So answer will be right. So simple. So this was the one of the important question, and in the same way you can easily solve compound interest calculations, interest when compounded half yearly and interest when calculated annually, compound interest when calculated quarterly and half yearly, compound interest when calculated quarterly and compound interest when calculated annually by the same rate percent approach, right. So this was our topic, one of the important topic which I have covered, right, simple interest and compound interest.